I only managed to strike down a single silver slime, yet to my utter bewilderment, it surrendered nothing less than S-Rank celestial equipment. All of this became possible because a freak system glitch gifted me a hidden power, a luck statistic pushed to the absolute limit of 9,999. This one anomaly is the key I need to incinerate the tragic memories of my previous life and forge a new path. You see, I am a regressor. In my former timeline, even as I aged into a frail, gray-haired man, I remained nothing more than a bottom-tier bronze adventurer, a nobody at the edge of history. I was eternally trapped on the dungeon's entry level where the weak gathered. While the war between humanity and the abyss reached its catastrophic conclusion, the beasts had breached our world, swarming our streets and crushing civilization under their weight. As the news of our defeat spread, I watched as seasoned warriors abandoned their posts and fled in a state of pure terror. "Get out of here, you old fool! This isn't the time to be hunting slimes!" I heard the young man's warning, but I stayed rooted to the spot, ignoring the chaos. I simply walked toward the target in front of me. Just leave him be. He's nothing but a senile, useless waste of space. In the rush to escape, another man violently shoved me aside, sending me crashing into the dirt. I refused to accept this end. For decades, I have lived under this game-like system, watching others ascend while I remain stagnant. People gain magic, they gain strength, they gain fame. But why? Even after clawing my way to level 98, did my attributes never move an inch? I bled more than anyone. I spent every waking hour slaughtering slimes for crumbs of experience. Now, my final hope is the miracle that supposedly waits at the level 99 cap. My time is fading. If my blade shatters, I'll use my hands. If I die, I'll die reaching for that goal. I will not leave this world with a heart full of regrets. Come on! I'll grasp my destiny with these bare fists. I've told myself for years that I'm just a late bloomer. It has to be true. Fate cannot be this malicious. This has to be my moment. Congratulations. Takahashi Yukito has reached the pinnacle of level 99. My heart hammered against my ribs. Finally! Pay me back for 70 years of suffering. Congratulations, adventurer. Strength attribute increased by 1 point. I stared at the screen, my blood turning to ice. This is a nightmare. This has to be a sick joke. I gave my entire life to reach this summit, and all I get is 1 measly point of strength? Why? What did I do to be cursed like this? There is no hope left. Suddenly, the air grew heavy as elite monsters surrounded my position. In my broken state, I couldn't even lift a finger to resist. This was the end of a miserable existence. I was the man everyone despised, the one no one wanted in their party. My family perished because I was too weak to protect them. I even paved the way for my sister's ruin. Let the darkness take me. Let it finally end. Player status, deceased. Alert! Critical malfunction detected in player Takahashi Yukito's status. Initiating restoration. Commencing life regression. Hidden parameters unlocked. As restitution for the system error, 9,999 bonus points have been allocated to the luck attribute. I opened my eyes and looked down at my hands. I was young again. Congratulations. From this moment, your journey as a true adventurer begins. My mind was a whirlwind of confusion, but as the fog cleared, the truth set in. I had returned to the very day my journey started, but something was different. I noticed a small scroll icon in the corner of my vision. I opened it and gasped. Luck, 9,999. Maximum level! Haha! For 70 years, I was the unluckiest man alive. Now the universe was paying back its debt with interest. It was time to test this new reality. I stepped back into the Tokyo dungeon, floor 1. Seeing those familiar slimes brought a strange warmth to my chest. In my old life, they were my only companions. Suddenly, a shadow flickered. It was a metal slime, a legendary rarity I had only seen once in 70 years. Its experience yield is astronomical, but they are famous for vanishing at the first sign of a threat. I stayed low, creeping forward with bated breath. Suddenly, a stray arrow from a nearby rookie struck the ground near me. I cursed the archer's terrible aim. "You idiot! You've ruined it!" But the slime didn't flee. It lunged straight at me. Unbelievable luck! It actually targeted me instead of disappearing. Come here, my little prize. I drove my blade through its silver core. The core shattered into 1,000 glittering pieces. 4 levels in a single kill. Metal slimes truly are a cheat. My sword couldn't handle the impact and broke, but I didn't care. A radiant golden pillar of light erupted from the remains. An S-rank drop. Haha, this is the power of max luck. Metal slime greatsword. Extreme power, but a 30% chance to miss. Within minutes, 4 more silver slimes appeared. None of them ran. They all charged my blade as if they wanted to die. If you're so eager to feed me experience, I won't hesitate. I swung my new blade with everything I had. Every single strike landed as a critical blow. The system messages were a waterfall of gold. I obtained the full S-Rank set, metal slime armor, gauntlets, and boots. The rookies nearby were frozen in shock. They couldn't believe a bronze rookie was dripping in divine gear. I hunted until I had encountered 10 of them. My inventory was overflowing with S-Rank treasures. This is the greatest day of both my lives. I will not waste this chance. I'll find the cure for my mother and give Nishimi the life she deserves. I swear, I will be your shield this time. It had been 70 years since I felt the warmth of a family home. I ran until my lungs burned. I needed to see them. I found the apartment, my legs moving on instinct. I saw the door number and the memories hit me like a physical blow. I stood there trembling, afraid to open the door. Suddenly it swung open. "Brother, you're back!" I didn't say a word. I just pulled Nishimi into a desperate embrace. "I'm home, and I promise no one will ever hurt you again." I explained everything to her. Her eyes lit up with hope. "Can Mom really get better?" "Yes. With the wealth I'm bringing back from the abyss, money is no longer an obstacle." The next day, I converted some gear into a mountain of gold. I bought an advanced healing potion at the auction house. We rushed to the hospital. "Mom, we have a surprise for you!" She smiled at us, looking so frail. "You shouldn't have spent your money on me, Yukito." "Don't say that. This is the reason I became an adventurer." I gave her the potion. As she drank, a holy light enveloped her. The color returned to her face. Her breathing smoothed out. The doctor was stunned. She was well enough to begin rehabilitation. We were finally going to be a family again. But I knew this was just a delay. A potion is a patch. We needed an elixir. Nishimi mentioned the world's top adventurer finding one on the news. But those are soul-bound items. They cannot be bought. They must be won.
I'll get it myself. But brother, floor 50 is suicide. Normally, yes. But I'm not a normal man anymore. I had 70 years of hidden knowledge. I knew the boss on floor 20, the ancient statue, had a secret drop rate for the elixir. It was a 1 in a million chance. But for me, 1 in a million is a certainty. I spent my time grinding. Great layering strike! I mastered the art of consecutive critical hits. I headed for the 5th floor, the Broken Forest. I wore only the light S-Rank gear to maintain my speed. I was hunting miracle fruits. I took the meal Nishimi made for me and stepped into the trees. The forest was a maze designed to kill the careless. But I had the map in my head. I tracked the tree demons, monsters that looked like ordinary oaks. I looked for the roots that grew wrong and the leaves with no veins. I found one. Its red eyes snapped open in fury. I brought my greatsword down with a thunderous crash. Without the element of surprise, they were weak. You have obtained one miracle fruit. I ate it. It tasted like victory. My strength increased instantly. I spent the day gorging on the fruits of my labor, matched a veteran warrior. But as I turned to leave, 2 shadows blocked my path. "Rookie, you need to learn how things work in the dark." They were wanderers, human predators. "Are you the criminals everyone talks about? Hand over the gear, kid, and maybe we won't bury you here." "I wouldn't give you the dirt off my boots," they charged. "You think you're special because of your gear? We'll show you reality." The tall one lunged. I didn't move. I jumped at the last second. "Great layering strike!" He laughed at me. "That skill only has a 30% hit rate. You're a fool." "Bee sting!" He thought his guaranteed hit would end it. It didn't even leave a mark. My armor's passive defense triggered perfectly, and my 30% strike? It hit him with the force of a falling mountain. He was pulverized against a tree. The mage was trembling. "How can you be this lucky?" I felt the tension vanish. The luck was holding. Everything was going according to plan. His bee sting was level 25, but my S-rank defenses reduced his power to nothing. The mage turned to run. "Surrender to the guild and I might let you live." "I'm a mage, you brat. You're in my range now." I put my sword away. "At this distance, you're already dead." "You think so? Then show me." I pulled out the chaotic staff. "Surrender? Never!" He roared with laughter. "You're using that piece of garbage?" He didn't know. The chaotic staff has a 99% failure rate for others. It's a gamble of basic magic and buffs. But for me, the wheel only stops on the jackpot. "I'm casting intermediate fireball. You're finished." He unleashed a wall of flame. I didn't move. I waved the staff. The air began to vibrate with raw energy. Fire magic, but better. A massive flaming boulder manifested in the sky. "Go, flaming boulder!" His fireball was swallowed whole as the boulder crushed everything in its path. "Impossible! The 1% advanced magic!" He had nowhere to run. "No one is this lucky! It's not fair!" His scream was cut short by the explosion. The forest walked through the smoke and tossed the broken staff aside. Luck is the only thing that matters. I tied them up with vines and dragged them to the surface. It was like a game.
They followed me without resistance. I handed them to the police.
They were gone forever. I went to the guild hall. The receptionist was wide-eyed. "You've been promoted to silver rank." She gave me the badge. I was stunned. Silver usually takes years.
The higher-ups were impressed. Those were Akamaru gang members. You've earned this. To think a bronze rookie could take them down. You're amazing. I just got lucky. Don't be modest. Now you can access floor 30. Floor 20 is my target. Floor 20 solo? That's madness. I know what I'm doing. I left the guild, my heart racing. An old man stopped me. "Is it true? Did you catch those monsters?" He looked at the wanted posters of the men who killed his son. He wept as he thanked me. "I can finally tell my son he's at peace." He walked away, and I felt a strange sense of purpose. This feeling, being a hero, it wasn't bad, but the world was still doomed. How could I save it alone? First, I saved my mother. The rest can wait. In the shadows, a man was seething with rage. "You ruined everything, Takahashi Yukito! My men, my money, gone! I'll make you suffer. I'll take everything from you." I headed to floor 15 to train, the solitary death peaks. It was a haven for criminals and a nightmare for parties, perfect for a solo hunter. I needed higher skills. I hadn't seen a metal slime in days. I guess I overfished them. I would have to kill high-level beasts to grow. I gathered experience and S-rank drops. A man was watching me from the rocks. "There you are, Takahashi Yukito. You think you're safe in my territory?" He didn't attack. He waited for me to tire. He followed me until nightfall. He doesn't have an opening. I need a new plan. I'll let the forest kill him for me. I'll trigger an ecosystem collapse. He began gathering insect monsters, providing them with food and removing predators. "The swarm will grow until it devours everything, including you." He set his plan in motion. "Time to reap the rewards!" He threw insect repellent into the canyon. "The swarm is frenzied! It's over!" The sound of a million wings filled the air. A black cloud blotted out the sun. A swarm of death locusts. There were too many to fight. I ran toward the only shelter I knew, the cave. I remembered the Triangle Mountain outpost from my past life, but it wasn't on the map yet. I jumped into the red earth area. No cavern, no people. Had I messed up? I jumped into the underground anyway. I saw the section of the wall that didn't match. "Is anyone in there? Help me!" Silence. I swung my greatsword at the wall. The stone shattered and I gasped. Dozens of adventurers were tied up inside. They had been stripped and left for dead. They begged for help with their eyes. I slashed through their bonds in one motion. They were free! Thank you! Oh God, thank you! What happened? The Wanderers ambushed us. They were going to sell us as slaves. I realized this was the hideout that would one day be the outpost. I had found it early. I had changed history again. 70 years of slimes. What a waste my first life was. I won't be that man again. Listen up. We have to fight together. A death locust swarm is outside. Unite or die. The sky outside was a swirling mass of hungry insects. There are too many. We're dead. I stepped forward. We have a chance if we stand together. With what? They took our weapons. I have gear.
I opened my inventory. A mountain of S-Rank equipment fell to the floor. Take whatever you need. Let's hunt. They couldn't believe their eyes. Is this a dream? The blonde man picked up a blade. This is rare grade. Who are you? Unbelievable. This gear is insane. A mage asked, what do you want in return? Nothing. Just follow my lead in the battle. You're the boss now. Just tell us what to do. How do we kill them all? I felt a surge of pride. This was better than solo hunting. People can be good. I forgot that. Thank you. Now here is the plan. We use the narrow entrance to bottleneck them. We take them one by one. No one argued. Prepare for battle! The defense began. Come and get some, you bugs! We held the line. Warriors in front, mages in back. The swarm began to thin. But outside, the locusts were burrowing into the mountain itself. The mountain was unstable. We were winning the battle, but losing the war. The ceiling cracked open. Don't panic! Fall back! Locusts poured through the roof like a waterfall. Some people broke and ran. The plan is gone. We're surrounded. Damn it, the cave is collapsing. Was this second life for nothing? I saw the explosives. I have an idea. Give me all the explosives, now! They handed them over. I filled my inventory. I scattered them along the edge of the cliff. The cave was groaning under the weight. Run to the exit! I'll blow it! They didn't want to leave me. You'll die! Trust me! I stood at the edge, the locusts closing in. Time to gamble. Crude explosives, activate! I jumped into the abyss. Warning, success rate 25%. 25%? With my luck, that's a certainty.
me. Detonation successful! The world turned into fire. The swarm was vaporized. I used the debris as platforms, jumping through the air. Great layering strike! I smashed a boulder into dust. One monster was left. You're annoying. Bee sting! I pierced through it and used the recoil to fly back toward the edge. I did it! I missed the ledge by a few feet. I stabbed my sword into the rock, but it crumbled. No! Not like this! A rope hit my arm. I grabbed it with my last bit of strength. Pull him up! I looked at their faces. Companions. They're not so bad. The swarm was gone. I won. 0 casualties. A miracle. I checked my rewards. Title: Exterminator. New skill: Warrior's Instinct. Everyone wanted to be my friend. Sorry, I'm busy. Parties are too slow. I need the elixir. I went home. Mom made dinner. It tasted like home. Nishimi was worried. Don't go to floor 20. It's too dangerous. I'm the exterminator now. I'll be fine. Please, just come back. I have to go. For her. I'll be back soon. You're just like Dad. Stubborn. I won't die like he did. I will get that elixir. Floor 20. The transphysical barrier. I ran past the guards. I smashed the puppets in my way. They have no souls, just machines. I cleaved the gargoyles. I pushed forward. The stone guardian rose to block me. It was modern. I dodged and struck the core. Shattered! It fell. The boss room door was in front of me. This is it. The man in the shadows was watching. I'll kill you myself if I have to. You're dead, Yukito. I pushed the doors open. Empty. Just a magic circle. The door slammed shut and the golem appeared. Enchanted golem. Heavy armor. Huge power. But slow. I can do this. I charged. I dodged the punch. I struck the leg. Cracks appeared. Almost there. Then the wanderer stepped inside. I've got you now. A second golem appeared. Dual boss anomaly. Why now? The door was locked. A dagger flew past my head. The bald man was hiding. You're a fool to come alone. I'll let the bosses finish you. I'm a master of stealth. You can't see me. He attacked the red golem and vanished. Shadow walk. He was gone. The golem turned on me. I have an invisibility cloak. You're fighting 3 enemies alone. He poisoned his blade. He threw it. Die in the dark. It grazed me. Failed. You have poison resistance? Try the caltrops. He set electric wires. The room was a death trap. And now, the gas. The room filled with poison. Watch the show. I looked right at him. I can see you, you coward. What? How? Warrior's Instinct. Ever heard of it? I threw my dagger. He stepped out of the shadows. How? I have max luck. Your stealth is useless against me. That skill has a 1% success rate. I'm the 1%. He charged. I'll kill you myself. We clashed. He was faster, but I was stronger. You're just a stalker. Warrior's Instinct isn't trash. Not for me. 100% activation. Success! I could see everything. Every trap. Every move. You're dead! Come on! The golems watched us fight. You're green, boy. I'm higher level. He slashed my arm. Check evaded. Your items. They're legendary. I used the golem as a jump pad. Great layering strike! He dodged. Bee sting! He laughed. Butterfly dance. You can't hit me! He turned into butterflies and appeared behind me. I'm a pro at killing rookies. He slashed my leg. I was losing blood. Almost over. The golems roared. A death ray fired. I dodged. The wanderer didn't care. He was obsessed. The golems are just scenery. I was backed into a corner. I stepped on a trap. Scorpion strike! I was sent flying into the wall. My sword fell. I couldn't breathe. Final blow! I smiled. Got you. A gravity trap swallowed him. What? When? The room changed when the second boss appeared. You didn't notice. Amateur. You bastard! The golem smashed him. He was crushed against the wall. He fell, bleeding. The golem picked him up. Smashed again! He was barely alive. I'll hand you to the guild. Never. I'd rather die. He pulled out the explosives. We burned together. Stop! Detonate! He pressed the button. The room exploded. The floor gave way. I fell into the dark. A hidden chamber. The golems followed me. I was trapped. I saw the gold chest. It was real. They were guarding this. The room was too small to dodge. I have to reach that chest. I ran. They attacked. Unfortunately for now, it all ends here. If you want a part 2, make sure to like and subscribe.